Everyone wants the trophy, and everyone wants the title. And heck, who wouldn't want the win? But not everyone wants the work. We say we're hungry, but we skip the meal prep. We say we're ready, but we hit snooze. And we say we're committed until life gets inconvenient. And that's where the truth shows up. Because no matter who's cheering for you, who's guiding you, or who's depending on you, no one can want it more than you. And this isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about showing up when your body's tired, and your heart is heavy, and your faith feels thin. It's for the ones leading teams through chaos, the athletes fighting through setbacks, the ones who came from nothing and are still pushing for everything. And yeah, even the ones who know they've been the problem, but something deep down still wants better. This one is for all of you, because the truth is universal. The outcome changes, but the principle doesn't. No one can want your success, your peace, your healing, your change, and your comeback more than you. Are you ready? I am. I'm Jonah. I'm your person. Let's get to it. All right, let's talk about the grind that doesn't care about your excuses. Look, leadership isn't a title. It's a test. And every day you wake up, there's something asking, how bad do you want this? And the grind, like I said, doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about how hard it was last week. It doesn't care who dropped the ball or who didn't show up. It only asks one thing. Did you? Because no one can carry your standard for you. No one can enforce your own discipline. And no one can want your vision more than you. Your team watches how you move when it's hard. They follow your energy when the pressure's high and your silence when things go wrong. You can be tired. That's human. You can question yourself. That's normal. But you can't detach yourself from the mission just because motivation left the room. Because when motivation fades, character steps in. And the truth is, most people quit not because they're weak, but because they forgot why they started. You don't get to skip the hard sessions and still claim victory. That's not how growth works. So if you're leading people, or building something, or just trying to be better, remember this. Your influence starts with your hunger. Your results follow your consistency. And your team, they can't want it more than you. You can be tired. You can even fall behind. But you cannot stop showing up. Because the grind, it's watching. And it only rewards the ones who still want it. Let's now talk about the fight you don't see. Everyone sees the highlight reel, but no one sees the fight you had with yourself just to show up. The days your body said, not today. The moments your mind whispered, you're done. That's the fight that decides everything. The one no one else ever sees. Injuries, losses, streaks, setbacks. They don't define you. They refine you. And every missed shot, every bad game, every rehab session where you feel like starting over, those are the reps that build the resilience. Because confidence doesn't come from winning. It comes from refusing to quit whilst you're losing. And the truth is, you're not waiting for a comeback. You're building one. So every small choice to keep going when it hurts, and every quiet decision to do more and one more rep, every night you replay what went wrong instead of pretending it didn't, that's not weakness. That's hunger. And yeah, the road back is long. It's unfair sometimes. But that's where the real athletes, the real warriors, are made. You can't delegate your desire, and you cannot outsource your effort. No coach, no teammate, no crowd can want your return more than you. So ask yourself, where have you been waiting for luck when you should have been building momentum? Because sometimes the greatest victory is just not giving up today. We're going to talk about you came from chaos, but you're building peace. This is one of my favorite parts of the episode. Some people were handed a plan. You were handed a mess. You didn't grow up around motivation. You grew up around survival. And you didn't have role models. You had warnings. And yet, here you are, still trying, still learning, still showing up, even when the world told you not to bother. And not only did you just show up, but you were present. Maybe your parents didn't teach you how to heal. Maybe your community didn't teach you how to dream. But somewhere along the way, you taught yourself how to want better. That's strength. That's vision. And that's the kind of quiet power people overlook until it changes everything. You've already done the impossible. You chose a different path when no one showed you where to go. But hear me. This part of the journey, it's not about proving you escaped from your past. It's about believing you deserve the future. You're not cursed, and you're not broken. You're rewriting the blueprint. So don't stop now. Don't stop believing the lie that peace is boring or that growth means forgetting where you came from. You are the proof that transformation is real. You are the reason someone else will believe it's possible. No one can want your healing more than you. Remember that. And no one can walk your comeback but you. You came from chaos, but you're building peace. Keep building. Whenever you look in a mirror, do you ever just pause for a moment and consider that the mirror is just reflecting everything that's behind you, including you? I want to talk about the mirror that never lies. You know who you are. You've burned bridges, lied to people who trusted you, hurt people who didn't deserve it. And every time someone calls you out, you hide behind your anger, excuses, or pride. Because it's easier to be the villain than to face what made you one. You tell yourself you don't care, but you do. You feel it in the quiet, in the moments right before you fall asleep, when the noise finally fades, and you're left with the sound of your own regret. The truth is, you know better. You always have. But knowing better means nothing if you keep choosing worse. You're stuck in a loop because it's familiar, not because it's right. And deep down, there's something tugging at you, a small voice whispering, you don't have to live like this. And that's the part of you that's still good, the part that still believes you can change. But listen, no one can want your redemption more than you. Not your partner, not your family, not the people you've hurt. If you want forgiveness, start by earning it. If you want peace, start by facing yourself. Stop calling it bad luck when it's really bad choices. Stop pretending the world's against you when it's your reflection you keep running from. You can still rewrite the story, but you've got to pick up the pen. Because the mirror never lies, but it will forgive you the moment you do. All right, here's a challenge for you. And by the way, you don't have to be a rebel to do this challenge, so don't skip this part. Go to the mirror right now. Look yourself dead in the eyes and ask the question no one else can answer for you. Am I proud of the person I have been lately? Not the version you show online, not the one you defend in arguments. I'm talking about you when no one's watching. If the answer is no, then today is the day you stop pretending you're fine with that. Don't just say you want to change, prove it. Delete the number you shouldn't text again. Apologize to the person you hurt. And start the habit you keep talking yourself out of. Because no one can want your redemption more than you. So face the mirror and don't look away this time. I want to take a second to welcome you to the show. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. And I wanted to share that I'm working on several projects for the show, doing some collaborations and more. I hope you're enjoying it. If you think someone can benefit, please share it with them. Also, if you like what you're hearing, please like, subscribe, and it's free, and turn on your notifications so you never miss an episode. Thanks so much. Back to the show. Different stories, same truth. The leader trying to carry everyone else. The athlete pushing through pain. The survivor fighting to stay whole. And the destroyer wrestling with guilt. They all wake up to the same reality, that no one can want their breakthrough more than they do. We wait for people to save us, to see us, to understand us. But what if the whole time life's been waiting on us to finally move? Your healing isn't on anyone else's schedule. Your comeback isn't anyone else's job. And the peace you keep searching for in other people, it's been sitting inside you this whole time, waiting for you to choose it. And the truth isn't complicated. You either want it or you don't. You either rise or you stay exactly where you've been. But the ones who really rise, they stop asking for permission. They stop needing applause. And they stop waiting to be ready. They just decide. So wherever you are, on the podium, in the pain, in the process, or the mess, the call is the same. No one can want your success more than you. No one can want your peace more than you. And no one can want your freedom more than you. Want it. Work it. Become it. Because the world doesn't change when you get lucky. It changes when you get serious. Let's talk about proving it in the quiet or the loud. Look, talking about change is easy, but doing it when no one's watching, that's where the real ones are made. You don't need another motivational quote. You need a plan. You don't need new inspiration. You need repetition. Because discipline isn't exciting. It's quiet. It's boring. And it's the same small choices made over and over again until your results have no choice but to catch up. People will doubt you. Let them. People will question your progress. Let them. Because the ones who talk the most usually work the least. So stop explaining your vision to people who can't see it. Stop waiting for perfect timing. It's not coming. Just start. Messy, uncertain, tired. Start anyway. Do it for the days when motivation is gone. Do it for the version of you that almost gave up. Do it for the life you keep saying you want, because no one else can want it more than you. The work you avoid, it's the small wall between you and who you're becoming. So wake up earlier, stay focused longer, and move with purpose. Because your progress won't announce itself, but one day it'll be undeniable. Until then, prove it in the quiet or the loud. All right, let's talk about want meets worth here in part 7. You've heard the words, you've faced the mirror, and you've made the decision. Now it's time to live like you mean it. This is the space between wanting it and becoming it. And the grind feels heavier here. The doubts get louder here. Because this is where want meets worth. Anyone can want change, but to prove you're worthy of it, that's the test most people never finish. It's in the moments when progress feels invisible, when your old life calls you back, and the new one hasn't even fully formed yet. And that's when you find out what you're really made of. Do you want the comfort of who you were or the peace of who you're becoming? Look, wanting it more than anyone else isn't about ego. It's about alignment. It's about finally living like you deserve the things you've been dreaming about. You don't chase healing anymore. You practice it. You don't chase success. You embody it. You don't chase peace. You protect it. Because the moment you stop waiting for permission, the moment you stop outsourcing your effort, that's when want transforms into worth. You've proven you want it. Now it's time to prove you're ready for it. As we close this episode, I want to leave you with this. Somewhere between who you were and who you're becoming, there's a choice. The choice to keep showing up, to keep fighting when it's not glamorous, to keep believing when nothing around you says you should. Because that's where the change happens. In the unseen moments, the moments no one claps for, the moments only you can hold yourself accountable to. And maybe this world will never fully understand your vision. Maybe the people closest to you will never know what it costs you to stay the course. But they don't have to, because it was never their dream to carry. It was yours. And maybe that's the beauty of it. That this life, your growth, your healing, your rise, was always meant to be a collaboration between you and something higher. You'll have help, you'll have guidance, and you'll have grace. But the want, the hunger, the fire, that part is on you. Because no one can want your next level, your peace, your healing, your freedom, more than you. So want it deeply. Work for it quietly. Live it fully. And when life asks you if you're ready, say yes. Thanks so much for joining me today. Thanks for listening, and have a great week.